So yeah, for those who didn't hear, I can't do anything out anywhere else. Like I cannot travel to any other location. So that kind of blocked off me doing anything off stream. I mean, not like I had the time for that. But it's fine. We got some stuff to take care of here. Let's see. Reading table. Oh, all over the place. Gotcha. Okay, well then.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to increase the brightness of this game for myself, rather. So dark.
It seems the hideaways
that blasted
lost its
book.
appetite.
With the skies as
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right?
Oh, right.
Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
That's very fair enough, you know.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Okay, I'll go.
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Yeah?
Hello.
Oh, howdy there.
These accents are so medieval.
Shadow, I just had a total, like, I am the protagonist, and I'm being steamrolled by the NPCs telling me to go do stuff. Moment here.
I thought I had it all worked out, but I'm buggered if I know where to find skyworm livers and drake's mint. Let's hope everyone's favourite know-it-all can help us, eh?
What's that, Shadow?
Still cool.
Oh, more side quest
there's a
stuff.
storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Wait, did I read this one? Yes, I did. What have you got to say?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Miss Shirley.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
A young teacher. It always throws me off seeing anytime I see a young teacher, it always throws me off. Oh, she's a tutor. Okay, well, She's going to become a teacher. Even if she's a tutor. So, never mind what I was about to say there. Look at the kaiju.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
You could handle
That's
it?
actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers.
Tabor, okay. I'm more confused about the old man being able to handle that stuff. Like, I thought he needed, like, have a good system to be able to handle that. Using poison, scorpion poison as a ingredient. Tabor, an ancient settlement in central southern Dalmeki. Oh wait, this is irrelevant right now.
Drake's Mint.
So the fabled Sanbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sanbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the Drake's Mint?
Flowers?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
You know, I like that. I like that interaction. Just that whole thing of, like, I guess feeling history being thrown at you. Because I guess, like, if you think about it, that is kind of like the sort of the mentality people have for making food and stuff like that.
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. Me, I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
Huh. Poor chocobos.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Alright, so...
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
What else do we have? We have this one on the right. You want to go check up out there too? Oh! What's up, Goots?
What am I gonna do?
Ask about the skies. I reckon these skies are enough to give anyone the collywobbles. But I'm not gonna sit around just banging my head with twiddling my thumbs. It did enough of that back in Twinside while you were busy fighting that horrible dragon. Not even the horrible one.
But no more.
From now on, I'm gonna do what you lot do and probably pull my finger out. No matter how much my knees are knocking. Can't have Nan and Blackthorn thinking I'm a big wet blanket now, can I? So don't you worry about me. You just stick to what you do best. Saving the world. Okay.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
What? I'm not afraid of a lashing. Concerned
Don't worry.
about that, but
I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
I'm a little concerned about that choice of words there. I'm not afraid of a little lashing.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest.
Yeah, you're terrible at this.
All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Jeez. I guess it was a good idea for Goots to have someone else ask, because goddamn. Yeah, sorry Goots, you wouldn't be able to survive that. You would have been just like 6 feet under the ground.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That
Really
trader,
now?
he said they were all talking about her in Dallimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, Right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
Oh my god.
I suppose it is.
Thanks a lot, Goots. Well, not like I can go anywhere else, so that one's gonna be put on pause for now.
I'll find out who's been making up lies about Poe and Nan, and when I do, I don't know what I'll do, but it won't be pretty.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you say, buddy. Okay, so check out the letter up here. Oh, that's a lot of letters to go through. Okay. Well, about the other day, I'll have you know I never shed a tear in front of no one. Not even my mother. And you won't soon catch me doing so like again. So, if it pleases your lordship, we can both forget about the whole damn thing. The Cid I chose to follow all them years ago is gone. And there ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he talked his way into. But his legacy that lives on, and you and everyone else in the hideaway, sure as the sky is blue. And I think that's still blue. As long as it is, I'll be right here, where you can count on me. Greetings for the Crimson Caravans. I trust you and your party gained the dominion. Okay, I'm not going to read the voice. Should I read these voices? Sure I will. I trust you and your party gained dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets and put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual fares, or rates rather. Cursebreak Intelligence. Reports of our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies cast not only a pall up over the land, but over the hearts of her people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of Dominion, destruction of Storm's final mother crystal. For now, the realm endures, but with each new flood, do her few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is, as ever, dire. Fresh wings shall find you and new moons turning. Until then, our watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. Quite the mess. Word out of Twinside is that there's a little left. There's a little left of the capital after that mad prince's royal tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage an escape before the city went up? How? That's a word from back then. Fruity.
Yes?
Is that really a word that's used in ye olde times?
Which word?
You want to see it right there?
Tits up?
Is that something that's said back in the olde days?
I think they did.
That's still funny to me. It's an old saying. I remember hearing that before. So, Kaiju, you lived in ye olde times.
I think tits up is...
It's an old term, yeah, but I'm just saying ye olde times.
Well, to be fair, they would have been speaking language that's like barely English in ye olde times. I mean, just think Shakespearean.
Shakespearean. Yeah, so would it be in Shakespearean is probably the question I could be asking here. It's a British expression. It ain't just British. Anyways, I trust you did, but Astolos might be good to set Elle's mind at ease. I forgot how Theodore talks, so...
It is apparently a 20th century phrase, probably of military origin.
That makes sense to me. I've also heard it in some old books, but how old are these books? Word from Northreach. Clive, You have the town's thanks for helping rid of us the thralls, but we're neither of us are so naive to think that we've seen the end of their like. Good Philip has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I often worry the ranks the captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I mentioned, the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you need to stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Isabel. Dramatis Personae. Huh? The Guard and League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us to leave to sip our snake spits in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard you have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. For yours, well, for one inspiring thespian to another, might I suggest a bit working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Oh my god. How fares the rest? The Guardians are getting along with axes fine enough, but to shore up the rest's walls when not clearing out the few threats that remain down in Reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in a catch had you not given the horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. Flames that burn bright. Ah, Wade. Man, all the people that we just helped out, like all of them sent letters all at once. You have an uncanny talent of showing up when you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I feel the rest would be in the hands of the Kashik and us, but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus on our efforts of putting down the smaller packs without worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking. So as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. A humble request. Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. The circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there are none other than to whom I can turn to. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I wholly am unable to perform to his most vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend the needs of the manor, to the attending of the pennants in back alleys, I am sorely equipped. If it to please you, my lord, prithee come to see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford. Man, so many letters, so many words, just to say, I need your assistance, please. I can't fight here. Please see me. I'll tell you more details.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Smooth like Butler. What a name. The Oath, Guardian Scarves. With this tippet dyed red for the flames of the Firebird and the blood of his fallen Rosanian brothers, does Sir Wade pledge not only his loyalty, but loyalty of the Guardians of the Flame. Sid's Goblet. Miraculously undamaged in the attack of the old hideaway, Otto led onto the featureless clay cup to remind him of his lost friend before giving to Clive, knowing that Sid would have wanted a prouder bearer of his legacy to have it. weird. Interesting how, like, I'm loading up a bunch of side quests that I cannot complete here. Rather, cannot complete because we got a main story that's getting in our way.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
Damn, how did you hear about... I guess from us.
We're
But...
all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us!
How do you suppose they'll manage that? You ever seen one of the blue bastards swim?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Ah. Hello there, children.
Cid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Good impression.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then
They didn't do the whole learning process of pulling it apart.
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Okay.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Let's inspect. Hey! Inspect the arm, I guess.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
you're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing.
You've ridden a chocobo
Focus.
before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Alright.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. and then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
Know what part's
Focus.
supposed to move, and how it's
Focus.
supposed to move.
Now they're losing focus.
Let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms.
Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
It won't be long. 2 years later. It won't be long from now.
Hey,
3 years from now.
we never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
That's up to you kids to figure out. Hold on, did they say anything?
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
Wow, why you gotta say it like that?
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Huh. That's something. I don't know what the purpose was for the beginning part, about the whole, like, hey, so this is how the scale works. It feels like that's meant to be foreshadowing for something, to kind of like bring attention to something. So I'm a little curious about that myself. All right.
It's lost its appetite.
Well, I guess it's time to start finally moving forward with the story. Until the game gives me access to finishing the rest of these quests. Oh wait, I don't need to go do this. Oh my god, little different locations. The moment I get a chance to go somewhere else, though, I'm going to take it. Because, look, I don't know if the game's going to be like, okay, you can't do these anymore now. Oh. Give me the book. Give me the book. Go. Progenesis. Oh, update? A spell cast by Ultima that casts a roiling pale over the Valisthea. Over all of Valisthea, rather. The unbalance in the aether that resulted in not only sapped the potency of crystals and magic in those lands that remained livable, but filled the rest not only with his glowing thralls, but with aether floods, turning men and beasts into mindless, merciless Akashic. Yeah, Joshua? You sure you can keep up? Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream.
I'll let them
The
talk
four of us
first.
out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Clive, you didn't have to rip his head off. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to rip his head off. And now for something completely different. Wait, can I do... He's with us. I could probably do one of those bounties with him along.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
Sorry, but if you're looking for a bed, there's none to be had right now. We're already sharing our cots with masterless bearers and those who fled the floods, and more seem to wash up at our door every day.
The fates seem bent on driving me from my inn. But if they want me out, they're gonna have to try harder.
Where is the person at? Oh man, frames are so chunky in here.
My lord Marquis, is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
Like, please get to the point.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Okay, I was gonna go in that direction anyway, so... I'm gonna laugh if they all are pointing in the same direction.
Alright, I'm ready to go to bed. It's getting late.
Alright, take care, hon.
Good night. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Nothing like a little unrest.
I keep getting thrown off by how, like,
There were ghosts at the gates, not
melancholy this music is. It's like...
You needn't fret.
It's sleepy time music. Sleepy time. Oh, it's out in the fields. What do you guys say?
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose. I just hope they don't do anything stupid. We've lost enough people to those things.
Oh, wait, what?
to the meadows then.
That's what the captain said.
Oh, there it is. I was like, did they just completely remove the, like, the battlements area? But no. Where are you?
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, that should help out, dear brother.
Bogoti said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby.
Oh, gotta deal with these things first.
Dragons, bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Whoa! I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. Whoa! Oh, right. Hey. Joshua, just a bit much there. It was already dead. It was already dead, man. Okay, not around here. Oh. Yellow flowers. But this is yellow flowers.
This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with.
Oops. Okay, I don't know why I'm reacting slow to this. I don't know, I think I'm maybe expecting this to be like tougher than it's supposed to be. Or tougher than it, Whoops, I didn't mean to use that. Oh well. That was a bit excessive. Just a tiny bit excessive, I think. Raptor liver. Some naturalists believe that it is the blueback wyvern's proclivity to feed on carrion that results in their livers becoming so engorged, and the saints' bonnets are with which they follow their meals serve to ameliorate this effect. Others claim that it is the blooms themselves which cause the damage. The wyverns being so taken with the flower's taste that they cannot resist.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Around here. Oh, here we go.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Anything else here? Nope, just teleport back. Okay. Okay, I think I need to open up the window now, because,
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite. So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Yeah. Oh. Gosh darn it. Don't ask me for a prompt. I'm busy getting open up the window.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do.
Uh-oh.
So these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Hopefully they'll actually taste good and not look like, trash. Sometime later. Okay, that doesn't look too bad.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavor and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary.
Oh, God.
Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
Give us some thought.
Well, I mean, at least they should be having too much trouble trying to wrangle them. So how many years of life did we just remove from him?
That book may be a veritable treasure trove, but the recipes are hardly what I'd call honest fare.
Oh, who needs honesty when they can have majesty? Our companions deserve only the very best.
Buddy, you look like you almost died.
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever, I guess. Oh, right. Alright, now we can continue on. Okay, so we'll get to that. Oh. That's unrelated. Okay, I guess we teleport over there. Still no story progress, Lamau.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Hopefully.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping.
There he is.
Could be
Dog.
I know something more. What's it worth to you?
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town.
Sus.
It'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Sus. Very sus.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
She ain't got time to be spending her time out
The
here.
secret of how to be in two places at once.
Yeah.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
Very, very sus. Alright. I'm predicting Goots is going to be like showing up at the last second going like, it's a trap! It's a trap! And we're like, oh, we're kind of already done with the problem though.
The finest self. If only everyone here didn't have to look so glowery.
Fuck. No one knew where I was keeping that kill.
Oof. Look, sorry, Goots. They kind of have to deal with a bunch of bandits. Not their fault for being glowery.
What a mess.
Hold on.
It has long been my habit to keep a watchful eye on the comings and goings around Dalimil. I shall continue to do so, that our people might be warned of any further attacks. I pray that you continue to play your part too, not of outlaw, but of hero to the hopeless.
Dalimil saved.
Do you have anything to say?
Our steel.
Welcome.
Escobar's role in Dalimil.
My comrades and I.
I've been keeping a watchful eye on the dark clouds, with those in whose shadow we find ourselves, and the vultures that trail in their wake. Though we may have weathered their last assault, I fear we may not be so lucky should the bandits choose to attack again. If they do, those of us who can fight must be ready, so that those of us who cannot, the children, the elderly, stand at least some chance of weathering the storm. Victor has been a great help. He has lent his strength and knowledge to the town guard, and has been aiding and organizing for our defenses.
And defend Dalimil we shall.
The only outlaw who will be setting foot in this town is my good friend Cid. But the guard and guild. They are the cornerstones upon which Dalimil will be rebuilt. And through that rebuilding, though that rebuilding has only just begun, they are already proving more than sturdy.
I always knew.
That Natalie and Conrad had it in them to drag us out of the muck. They only have to stop flinging it at one and the other and start working together. Victor, too, is doing his part. He's been training Conrad's men in the art of the blade. It will soon be the rival of any troop in the Republic.
Meanwhile,
Natalie and her League of Merchants are collecting donations from the townspeople, that we might see our stores filled. Mere moons ago, suggesting that the merchants of Dalimil might ever band together for the sake of anything other than profits would have had you laughed out of town.
proof, if any more were needed.
That Dalimil is much changed, and entirely for the better. Do not fear us, Clive. We will be all right. Okay. Ask about Dhalmekia. Drake's Fang has fallen. The skies boil, and the power of magic continues to wane. The lack of Aether has driven countless thousands from their homes, and while those whose lands remains plentiful to fortify their borders, determined to keep its blessing for themselves. Not all who flee are deserving sympathy. The bandits who attacked us may have been driven by desperation, but their brutality is inexcusable. It is a question of methods. If they come to us bearing begging bowls instead of blades, we gladly spared them what we could.
But something tells me
Those brutes would rather starve than accept the charity willingly offered.
we are ever in your debt.
Dalimil's saved, and with our steel.
You fought very bravely. We would have been lost without you.
Knowing that you would have all been there to pick us up if we fell, gave us more than the courage we needed.
Man, that's a line right there. Okay, this is another random little detail. This game is so filled with so many details. Like this guardsman, he just kind of just standing out this far out. I like it. I know it's a really minor detail, but like, you know, he's not posted over there. He's just kind of just like right here.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah.
I guess riding on a chocobo is probably pretty rough for Joshua, or rather, could be possibly rough.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
So, who is this fake Charon?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
Yep, I knew it.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Really, this you're putting in this much effort just to take my sword.
Leave now and we could pretend this didn't happen.
I love the name they gave dogs. Meiji Kerr. like someone's curing them. Oh god! Ow! Where's the healer at? There you are! Yeah, is someone gonna hit me? Okay, I guess not. Oh, that's not how you use the healer. My bad. Where are you at? There you are! Wait, they have 2 healers, I think. Camera, please. Man, that was a really bad location to fight in. That camera was not having it. So, buddy, what do you got to tell me?
Oh, you've done it now.
Mm-hmm.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Yeah?
I need to find Goetz. Right now.
What? What? Buddy, what? Alright.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goetz, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goetz, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goetz, no.
Enough, all of you!
Where'd you come from?
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants pissing craving you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch!
Yeah?
Everything that happened. It was all your fault.
What are you gonna do with that?
And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me.
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck.
What was his plan?
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye.
Oh.
Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Oh boy.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Karen had some vibes where she's going like...
you, Karen.
Where she was like, look, he's got plenty more pairs to be losing. Plenty more things that come in pairs. Take those two as well. Well then, I kind of wonder if she can actually handle. If she would have been able to handle herself there.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
God.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalimil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today will cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Shadow, I feel like that storyline was something that'd be appealing for you.
Probably.
According to Karen, a sensor packed with herbs and abricus can ward off everything from insects to plague, protect a home from thieves and demons, and heal away any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. So you can read. Congratulations. Okay. This is that is some snake oil stuff that I've seen one. Okay. Well, we still have more stuff here. Lamal. What time is it? It's 10:56. That's fine. We still got time. Yeah, Chad, I don't know if you heard, but like I do intend to be playing more of this tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We have a hard time putting this place back together.
Oh, nonsense. As long as we all do our bit, Dalimil will be back to her old self in no time.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town
Slow walk here. Oh, what do you guys say?
We haven't seen the last of those bastards, but when they attack again, we'll be ready for them.
All right.
Come on.
Off we go. Fly. Colleague and Dalimil.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Oh.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
That's nice. Anyways.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh. Okay, buddy. All right. Tear down this wall. Stop protecting them. Woo! Damn! That's I forgot he's got that finisher.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital, and
hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Which means... back up here. Oh, I need to stand up and stretch my legs. Ugh.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. Come on.
There we go. Oh.
You deserve a rest.
You doing okay there, buddy?
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Oh.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Well then. So we got people to rescue, huh?
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Oh, no. Oh, no, there's something to rescue, yeah.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Okay, buddy. Oh my god, that dude's gone! Ah, I didn't time it right. I just took all that damage. Huh. Bloody hide. Okay.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
Check this real quick. No. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. A nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm, after its administrative capital moved to Twinside, the neighboring Carceline Dominion in the year 873, an insurgency led by the Prince Dion Lesage upended the political and military order, spreading unrest and disruption across the land. This disruption was further worsened when Ultima unleashed Primogenesis, obliterating Twinside and plunging the realm yet into chaos.
Tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain.
Oof.
The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread.
I'm distracted by
the
that
ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Oh god, that ghosting.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Smooth like Butler. I can't get over that name.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Alright, and I think that's all the side quests now. Maybe. Breath of Light. Flare Breath. Okay. No, we still got more side quests. That's fine. I think I'm going to want to grab something. I want to grab some more food from the kitchen. So that'll be the last little food break here, I guess. Alright. Yeah, this is a little bit better now. I say, unsure though.
Thanks, Cal.
Well, we're gonna test it on them, but kind of weaker than expected.
Ready, go?
There's something about this area that's unpleasant.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Yeah, like those guys up there. Oh, they're already... I'm trying to find an opportunity to use the super move there, but the game's not presenting it. Ah, here we go. I don't know if I really want to use that against single enemies or yeah, like at long range. Oh, bomb. What?
Faster!
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
God. That's nice, enemies. Go away. Oh.
I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the works before I'd even set out me stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry Gil?
Okay, buddy. Oh, I thought that was... Huh. I really thought there was going to be a side quest there. There it is. Oh, hi, buddy. You're doing worse for wear. Yeah, you definitely are injured.
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned. Every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Well.
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Oh, you're still alive.
Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach. Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kupka.
Yeah, buddy?
Rest well, soldier.
Hmm. That was unfortunate time for that motorcycle to drive by.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
I don't know how that guy's gonna feel if he hears that, you know, Clive's the one's handling the situation here.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Oh, here we are. Oh, a Akashic Chocobo. Man, this feels so weird.
Good. I got here in time.
Go down already! Hey, thank you very much for the raid there, Lexa. Oh. Looks like the raid happened in an unfortunate time, I guess. Gonna bear witness to me beating up some, the Akashic Chocobo. Akashic Steed, huh?
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Is the Akashic inside here? Nope, I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Thank you, I guess. What is this? Money, I guess. Oh no, items and meteorite. That feels weird to just get that. I got 100.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar. Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosmis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
Yeah.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
Am
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Really? Accept the soldier's challenge. He can barely stand. Go find pity somewhere else.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Cid. Someday.
Cool story, bro. Whew, boy. That guy really turned around there. But that's kind of the... Kupka controlled his men with misinformation. So... you don't kind of like, you don't change people's minds like that in a heartbeat. Check the map real quick. Okay, nothing else. The next,
good girl.
The next obelisk, I might. Actually, no, I'll do it off stream. What? Out of the way! Those birds are sus to me.
Before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Back to the stables, girl.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Yeah, I'll do it later. We need some amount of story cutscene before we I decide to move on. Hi.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations.
So she is a ninja.
Albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Yeah, Waloed. Yote, a member of the Undying, a secret society sworn to protect and serve the Rosfields and of Rosaria, and dominant of Phoenix, who was always born in their line. After her order rescued Joshua Rosfield from the ruins of the Phoenix Gate and nursed him back to health, Yote was tasked by her order to accompany and protect him on his journey to uncover the truth. Uncover the truth of Ultima. Joshua Rosfield, dominant of the Phoenix and younger brother of... with the help of the Undying, he obtained a copy of the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, from whose pages he learned of the existence of Ultima, the creature he was later to meet and seal away inside of himself in the Sanctuary of the Drake's Head. Now reunited with his brother, he and Clive fight as one to defeat Ultima and forge a new fate for mankind. The Undying. A secretive order who serves the Lords of Rosaria from the shadows. They revere the mighty Phoenix and his dominance, and once provided over the rites of ancestral communion at Phoenix Gate. Few outside the order know of its existence, even among the highest ranking members of Rosarian nobility. And to this very day, with Rosaria reduced to mere imperial province, they continue to serve the rightful keeper of the flame, His Grace Joshua Rosfield. I will say, I look forward to seeing Yote. I hope to see Yote in action. I look forward to that. Kingdom Waloed, the sole surviving nation in Ash. Waloed has its capital in Stanhir, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. It is ruled over by Barnabas the Tharmer, dominant of Odin and Warden of Darkness, who, it transpires, has formed an alliance with the mysterious being known as Ultima.
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeder knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
I forgot to make a save. Meanwhile, so Yagoria, the free cities of Canver. Okay, this is Canver.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Not quite. How dare you?
Well, time to perish.
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The King! He has come to save us from the Akashic!
His
is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we
Uh-huh,
would be
trying
most
to-
willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeon!
You think the guards... Oh, wait, the guards are still alive? What? I thought they were gone.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
They were alive.
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
You know, it's rather amusing to me that, like, seeing the bad guys having all this sort of, like, you know, they're choosing all these flowery words and language and whatnot. And Clive is like, bro, I'm just over here trying to save the day. I don't know what you guys are on about. That's the vibes that I get. Ah, it's too late. Oh, well.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Orc.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yode.
God, this is hurting her a lot, isn't it? Sheesh.
Let's find our friends.
Those are a lot of wings there.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Oh, the side quests. All right, well, I know where the rest of the stream's going to be going to.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed, but the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Skin trade. Alright. Oh. Huh. Let's take that path then.
Forgive me, traveler, but no matter how deep your pockets might be, we only sell to trusted patrons. I do hope you've not had a wasted journey.
Interesting. What you got?
Are you buying or selling?
Do you have anything good? Do you have anything I care for? Nope. Alright, well.
Take care.
There.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You there, the strapping lad with the sword. Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
Graybeards?
You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
I guess. Brave the stairs instead, okay.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Okay.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow.
Oh, there we go. I was like, where did I go?
That Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
All right, what does this say? Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes.
There we go.
Not a scratch on them. Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less of late?
Yes. I hear Master Cyril drew up an talk.
This place seems to be like a place for tanners, I guess. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
What Golden Plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made a pottage for it.
Sounds delicious.
Recent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beasts for being on edge.
And this one right here. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The great good Moogle Guardians. Guardians of Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Hey! Hi there, Wolfie. I'm trying to remember something here, now you just... you almost made me forget. Children of the Hunters.
Children of the Hunters,
the toast.
Now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
All the scholars are just too old. They just keep sending old men to be checking stuff out here.
For years, I have pondered the mysteries of Tabor's founding. Would that I had made the journey as a younger man, when stairs held none of their terror.
Man. Get that over there.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
What's up here? Well, that's simply just a path, I think. Yep, okay. Down I go. Alright, so they say go through here, head east. Sus. Why so sus?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
Oh god! Thank you for the raid there. That caught me a little off guard. Hey, give me can you guys maybe move a little bit? I'm a little we're kind of watching something here. Yeah. Okay, you're not gonna move, are you guys?
God.
Look, I gotta poke them, okay? I'm sorry. I gotta poke them. I don't have any choice in the matter here. Move out of the way. Hey, move. Move. You're in front of the... Why are you hanging all over the place? Get off the... Get off the walls. What? I don't understand why some of you on the walls like this. Get down from there. Can I even aim this thing up there? All right, whatever. Hey, well, dude, did I just dodge it? I don't know if I dodged it or not, but okay. Your fridge. I kind of batted you guys away. Well, okay, some of you guys are still in here. Actually, hold on. Why are you guys actually visible up there? Wait. That's you guys. That's outside. You're outside the building. I can't knock you guys down from there. That's cheating. That's cheating. Well, whatever. You're outside and you're not inside here. You can't get it at the fridge. Anyways, we're watching a thing. They're in the walls. Well, whatever. They're in the walls and not in the fridge. So let's continue watching this game. Final Fantasy 16, folks. We're like pretty far in the game.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
Okay.
Pray accept this token.
Seal chain. Phoenix down.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Was Clive being quiet this entire time?
It's a Canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to know what's up with that, because you were being very quiet.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
They said to head. So once we get to a path splits, we go west.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
How many of you are out there? How many have I talked to? Okay, so they said head this way, right? They're in the goddamn walls. Yeah, speaking of the walls.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Yeah, this is fine. Perfectly fine. What time is it? 12. Well, we just got rated, so I guess more reason to keep streaming then. Out of the way, doggos. Don't want to deal with you. Hey, hey, oh god!
About that.
Yeah, I guess I'm stuck here for a bit, huh? Thank you very much for the raid. I'll keep them in the way for now.
He thinks that people are finishing.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Oh, footpads.
You deserve a rest.
There you go. Well, you guys came at a good time. Get to see action and stuff. I look at most of the time that people will raid me. You know, I kind of like pick a bad time for a raid. This time, though, good time. Bye. Fridge is wait. The fridge is what you what? Okay. You can't keep away from the fridge. Keep away from the fridge. Hey, keep away from the fridge.
You got the fucking what do they fucking call it? I don't remember. You got the Pyromaniacs, and I forgot what the Axolot, and you got Axolanos. Yeah, fridge.
Yep. That's unfair. That's completely unfair. We head this way.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Doggos. Oh, there's a random curl out there. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This area has like a bunch of random curls. I'm good. I'd rather not fight them. I can kill them, but I'd rather not, put up with that. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, okay, I get to use the ability on this guy. Oh, he doesn't get stunned!
But it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Hey, they hit him! How rude! Oh, God. Yeah! Ow. And then... Oh, he got his own beam! Ah, it's all right. Oh well.
That's it.
That was satisfying. I shoot laser, he shoots laser too. Avis skin. The thick, scaled skin of an Avis, claimed by some to be as old as the mountains themselves, though it is most likely seen but a decade or two.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Torgal does not want to even smell me right now. Oh my god. I know that's not what it was, but it sure felt like it.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
Ugh. Here we go.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
He's not quite disappointed. Oh well. So what do I get for that? Something. Alright, so I'm gonna go check home base real quick to see if anything popped up. I doubt it has, but let's see. A new missive is delivered. Yep, okay. I'm gonna check out the actually hold on, I was gonna say.
Were it not for the Undying's aid, I would be long dead. Grant them your trust, and they will repay you with their loyalty.
I wonder where I can find Yote.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
Aye, all their fancy silk stained red.
And what did we get here? On our terms. I regret that both of you and the lump had to go get tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past. But thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put the rest of matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Okay. And duty. Oh. My Lord Marquis, in your absence shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. Yote. Okay. I don't know, I feel like that's like intimidating, I guess. Like, was she intimidating me?
She's not really that tight.
Oh, wait, he's got something to say?
You gotta remember, she basically serves the Rossfield family, not just him.
Yeah.
Is there out you need?
She'd feel more comfortable protecting him herself rather than leaving someone else, so... considering the character I play, you know what? Understandable, I guess. Ask about Charon.
There's no one like our Nan.
Rather, like a character that I play on VR chat. Anyways. She can be grumpy, but deep down, she has a heart of gold. My dad worked me like a dog, and still called me witless, worthless waste of space. Said so much as start believing them. But then Nan got wind of how they were treating me, and she didn't like it one bit. And pulled out a big, fat purse full of gold and threw it at their feet.
Your lad's worth double that.
She said, and if you lot can't see it, you can hand him over to someone who can. Oh, that shining, glittering gill, and Nan said I was worth more. I'd never been so happy in my life.
And I've never looked back.
I started working for Nan right then and there, and I'm glad I'd stay with her till my dying day.
Be seeing ya.
Wow. Wow. Oh?
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the Twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the Twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
Okay. Well then, that was a thing.
Clive.
Ask about Goots.
That great lump.
Why, he's the gentlest, most dutiful soul I'd ever had the pleasure to meet. He might not have been bright as crystal in the crates, but he's got a good heart. And I'd far as rather have an honest fool working for me than a clever scoundrel. Never shirks his duties, never answers back, or dips his fingers in the coffers.
No.
I won't hear a bad word said about him, though I might say a few myself. Blad's even got Blackthorn teaching him the secrets of smithing now, so I'm keeping my one good eye on the forge. If that blowhard of a blacksmith should ever think about if that blowhard of a blacksmith should even think about doing Goots down, we'll be having words.
Go on then. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
So what do I owe the honor?
Anything you can make for me? No. This feels so weird that, like, I barely even approach him for, like, anything.
And?
I guess it's maybe just the way that I play or something like that. I don't know. It feels weird. Let's see.
Do you like being struck by thunderbolts from on high? Then don't let anything happen to Mid. Yeah?
We've sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach. Hopefully they can help maintain the peace. Or at least a semblance of it.
Oh, rewards.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Since I remember, I've served none but myself. Turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and heavy purse. But where's that left me? It's hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me. Got some music.
All yours.
No risk, no reward.
Come again. I may have more for you.
And what do you have, Nectar? The Pack. Team of Cursebreakers traveling through the Tabor to the fields of Korava were met by a group of hunters from the village, who warned them not to stray too far from the main road, for an ingully not for hence rested a pack of wolves that even practiced hunters, as they would not dare to wake, despite the fine luster of the animal's pelt. Too many of their friends have succumbed to the temptation, only to be torn limb from limb. Oof. Evil dogs. Svarog. Oh, I forgot about I took care of that other one. I think we deal with the pack right now. What level am I at least? Level 39. Gotta wait a little bit longer before I decide to go fight Svarog. If I'm gonna fight Svarog on stream, I'd rather be more higher level. But I'm willing to do it off stream.
Clive.
If the game doesn't lock me out again. So ask about the skies. It is not merely the men and women of Velastea who has been affected by the imbalance in the aether. These blackened skies have cast a pall all over the creatures of the realm.
Then how could it not?
They are living beings just as we are. Alas, their instinct drives them to flee from which that cannot escape, ushering them to only madness and death.
But are we any better?
We consider ourselves to be above such base instincts, and yet fear and bewilderment drive us to make war on our fellow men, to turn our ire at our own suffering upon those who suffer just as keenly as we do. If that is what it means to be human, Clive, I wonder if we are even worth saving at all. About the Crystalline Dominion.
I cannot claim.
I cannot claim to not have been shocked to learn the Twin Sides' destruction. Indeed, I have long known that such a fate was all but guaranteed. A piece of parchment was all that ever stood between the Dominion and Chaos, and those who signed the treaty were only going to abide it for so long as it suited them. Emperor Sylvester's invasion sought torn to shreds at last, and as the pieces scattered to the winds, long-festering enmities came to the fore once more.
Such are the wages
of greed and distrust. If those in power pay heed to their whispers, they are like to grow into a mighty storm, one which the walls of even the stoutest citadel might not withstand.
Ironic, then.
And that it should be Prince Dion, the boldest, most trustworthy player in this ignoble game, should be dealing the finishing blow.
How may I help you today? Very good.
Alright, I think that's everything here then. Yep.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Let me check the Equestrian. I want to see what that new song was. Wait, is Yota here?
Mother, save us.
Might be hard now there's only one.
Well, she should be someone who works in the shadows, so I guess she's going to be just hiding somewhere.
It seems the hideaway has lost it.
Alright, Twilight. Sand and Stone. Ah! Thank you for giving me the, battle theme. Actually, I'm curious. Did those things pop up here? They do not. Okay. Thought they did. I don't remember where that location was where they said those pack of dogs were at. I'll have to deal with them some other time. Alright.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
You can't tell me what to do.
This is no time to ride.
Well, okay.
The free cities under sea?
There are horrible beasts down that way. Ashen terrors who'll kill you as soon as look at you. Would that I had the strength to kill them first.
Okay, buddy. You're a watchman, but geez, dude.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Alright, what kind of terrors do we got here? Orcish fodder.
Then let us be rid of them.
Away we go. I did not mean to press that. Oh well. I guess this one orc just gets destroyed in particular. Oh, I guess two of them. That was a bit excessive, wasn't it? Maybe. Sort of. I am going to switch out of that. It was a cool ability, however, comma, I've been waiting this entire time to get access to one thing. This right here. Give me! Finally, after all this time, I can honor Cid. I'm happy. Is there anything else I need to level up here? Not so sure. Wait, upheaval. Oh, that's the master it. Not really sure what else to grab now at this point. Oh, no, that's the master it. Yep. It's nothing else, I guess. Yoink.
Ready, go?
More orcs. Wow. Oh my god. Interesting. Orcs make roaring sounds. Caw.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Well then. I wish I had made a save. I keep forgetting to make a separate save.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Yikes. Oh. So it's showtime, huh? No, it's not. We got... God damn it, there's more side quests.
Yeah, you're in the part of the game where it's like, where you're basically drowning in them.
Yeah. Alright, so... my brain keeps going like, okay, so once we clear all the side quests, it's probably when we get closer to the point where we're going to stop playing the game. And then I just go, you know what, let's just see a little tiny bit more of the main story. Bam, more side quests. I mean, I'm not bothered by this, but it's just funny to me.
Need help. Then we'll have to... Clive, your timing is impeccable.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Well, of course.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Wow, what a conversation. All right. Oh, that's a bit away. Oh, there we go. Oh, I meant to run a longer commercial. Ah, oh well.
Ready, go?
Turn right here. Draco's Deep. Goblin Mugger, huh? Damn. I'm definitely starting to feel the enemies are starting to withstand my attacks now.
You're finished.
Goblin gurgling noises. Oh. Well, that's an entire area, okay. I guess I'll take that path. Oh god.
Must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
You in particular! Get wrecked! Oh, I miss that move so much. Oh wow, there's more. Oh my god, I was on the wrong stream. I was like wondering why Torgal wasn't helping me here. Get wrecked, jeez.
All yours, Torgal.
LB down thrust. Ow.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat.
Anything to grab here? Maybe? Perhaps? No? Okay. Probably not yet. Oh, well, there's something here, but there's probably going to be treasure chests appearing once this place gets populated.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Hmm?
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Hmm. Why is everyone making everything so awkward? Oop.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are.
Hmm.
A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Kind of feel like I'm doing like friendship quests right now.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans. This could well be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least. But don't tell my sister I said that, will you?
Huh. I wonder how that's going to turn out. I'm actually curious. Alright, so we go here. Oh god, not the place that kills my frames. No, no.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales.
Huh?
Leave anything you don't need behind.
What did I walk into?
You know what you have to do.
Oh, right. I completely forgot the mood of this place. They're here to take down a very specific... Okay, yep.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight, children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
These options here, take the vulnerable villagers to hideaway. I will, I can't.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Ooh, boy. An entire town created just for the sake of revenge, and everyone is in on it.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Oh, he's commenting on this. Interesting, okay. Oh, what's going on? Oh! That was a little spooky. I'm not sure what to do to fix that visual glitch. I don't know if that's something that even I can do about that. Oh, this is sort of a random note, but like... Oh, never mind. I'm gonna be getting to something before I can start talking.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Cid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives, so we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
Kind of a random thing, but...
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Cid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heavenhall, he calls it.
Promise us, Cid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Weird music just turning on and off. Oh, that's a long way. Okay. Oh, that place. Huh. Okay. Fix the visual glitch by ramping your graphics settings to Ultra Max Supreme. Sorry, I thought I saw something with like
Ready, go?
2 sets of tails. I'm like, what is the Cthulian thing I see up in the distance? But that's simply just No, wait, that is Two Tails.
Be safe. No mistakes.
No, that's not Two Tails, it's Two Whiskers. Oh. No, you don't. I can't tell what Tessie's doing there. Damn. So I was throwing off by how fast that went.
Good girl.
Big kitty go down. And there's more. Oh, those are just fallen hunters. Out of the way, raptors. Oh. The Imperial Chase.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Oh. Oh. Oh, damn.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Hi, kitty.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Another beast that needs to be put down.
Yeet. What's up?
Over here. Big cat.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, I've been hitting the dog. I don't know. It could be.
You fucking dog. Look who you summon.
Ah, I didn't time it right.
Dog herself. It's like 4 o'clock.
Oh, is it?
I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to bounce.
Okay.
Go see some others before I have to start ending the sack.
Mhm.
Have a good night.
You take care. Oh, dude.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin!
He warned you.
Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
He warned you.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Huh? Aether flooded. Oh.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck.
Quentin, you should probably leave.
If there are still people in there.
Quentin? No. No.
Don't be a fool.
Quentin? Oh my god. Oh my god. He was just seeing the light. Oh my god, dude. Get out of my way!
It's not going to last long in there.
Let me finish this quickly.
Oop, wrong button. No. Wow, I don't know how to feel about the fact that we're using Lostwing as the fighting place. All these, also all the frames that keep losing around here too. Why you gotta make me feel like this? You don't. Oh, hi! I thought I was done with you.
Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Where? There you are. You're still up? Mercy? Oh, they would be talking, wouldn't they?
I need to get back to Quentin.
Did they say mercy? What did they uttered? Oh no.
Quentin. Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
Sometime later.
Welcome.
Lostwing. Oh boy. His chief aimed to do so was to amass enough manpower to take revenge on Lord Chief Justice of Sambrek, and he found no shortage of others who had suffered at the man's hands, willing to join them. Fearing this coming retribution, the Lord Chief Justice set the Black Shield to seek out the village in order to destroy it.
Back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
It just took an entire village of people to, you know.
But it seems your people aren't. So long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Voice actor feels a little weird, I guess, for something like this. I don't know. I guess this also kind of makes sense for, like,
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Hangman's signboard. The emblem of the Hangman, the tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for downtrodden built around fallen ruin. One is apt to reveal its secrets as the Hangman's enigmatic tavern keeper.
They are right, you know. Lostwing can be rebuilt. It was more than a mere village. More than a staging ground for revenge. It was a vision of how life might be. Of how we who have suffered can come to find family again.
Yeah, it just feels like the voice actor, I don't know. The voice actors sounds weird for this sort of thing, but at the same time, that is also the point. Like, I don't know, I guess like, there's a slight sociopathic bend to him, that still has empathy. And he's just sort of like, I guess, like, trying to understand, figure this thing out that he can actually feel. He doesn't realize he can feel it. I don't know. I feel like I need Fruity to help me with this one right there.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep following him now.
Well,
wherever that surly bastard cares to lead us.
Well, it's a good thing that he did not bring you along.
Quentin's gonna build us new Lostwing, and I'm gonna help.
We may be bruised, we may be battered, but we won't stop fighting.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that Lostwing is lost. All this time I've been like yapping about like, oh god, I don't want to go to Lostwing, I don't want to go to Lostwing, and now we have it destroyed. I don't have to go to Lostwing now. But at what cost? Did I do this? Did I will this into existence? I'm curious how far they let me go with the Ambrosio. Damn, though. Wow.
No need to ride
I
from
see.
Here.
Okay. Let's see. Martha's Rest. I'll probably be ending once I get done with all these side quests here.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals.
Build up?
And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den.
Oh, right,
They
yeah.
don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
So, is it going to be any different than simply just sending me to go deal with it?
Back to Eastpool.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
I appreciate that these two are kind of helping with commentary.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
No, it's fine.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
All right then. So where's it at? Oh, up there. Just instant transmission right next to the problem. Well then. Oh hey, I have more frames here. Huh. Hi there, bandits. How are you all doing? I've got some things I'd like to talk to you about.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences.
Okay, they won't come at me. still up?
That's the end of that then.
Oh, hi. Whoa. 2 scoops.
Doesn't matter. It goes to.
Nice name, buddy. Kill. Oh God! Ooh. Yeah! What the? I messed it up. And you're dead, buddy. I miss that finish so much. I miss it so much. Looking like, I don't know, the patterns remind me of a certain two. Oh my God.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
They were mesmerized by my work there. Sometime later.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts.
Oh.
He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
Huh.
My lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Yeah, that Oscar's gonna know about this. That's a nice way of tying the ribbon on this thing, huh?
Ah, There you are. All went well then.
Hey.
Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
Martha Pool.
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the
Just
poor
put 'em more
souls might
eloquently.
have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Hey. All right. And I think we're done with all of these, right? Yep, we are. We are freed. Freed, I say. Freed. A new missive has been delivered. Yep, let me take care of that. I should probably talk to the other characters at some point again.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into
Considering we had that little cutscene thingy. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you've done for Lostwing. So, in lieu of any awkward remercements, I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope they can finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. God. And I guess that's it then. No, wait, we got another thing that popped up at the, Oh. Oscar?
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
You spent like 1 week here and you're already being sent out. Jeez. Anyone else I could safely talk to?
Still alive, are ya?
No.
Come back soon. And I mean that.
Were it not for the Undying's aid, I would be long dead.
Yeah.
Grant me your trust.
There's barely been a shipment in since the sky started boiling.
This guy's starting boiling. Alright, so we got more rewards.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've
A
received
gift.
and everything
Enclosed,
promised?
you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. The Chapman. Talisman of Priming. What is that? What is that?
All yours. Come again.
What is that?
I may have.
Talisman of Priming. Increases Lionheart tonic duration by 30 seconds. Oh. His eyes glowing, his blade an extension of his arm. He knew no fatigue. The man was gone. In this place was the icon visited upon us death 1,000-fold.
For ya.
Alright, what else you got now? The Man in Black. The greater part of those black shields who spied on Lostwing were taken by the Aetherflug. However, we have received reports that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding spot to a gruesome death. Alas, he is heretofore proved more than a match for the curse breakers sent in to slay him. Lostwing Sambrick. Oh, I think I'll take care of him right now. South of Tabor, Nekia. So... Lostwing. Somewhere around here. It's funny if I get attacked immediately. Oh, right. I forgot about So, how do I find this guy here? He's just drinking here, or is he up? Oh, I think I have an idea where he's at. This is a little haunting, though. How do I get there? How do I get there? Yep, that's how I feel. Huh. Oh. Alright, I wasn't expecting that, but... Not this way. Alright, let's head back down. I thought this was going to lead me over to it, but I guess wrong. Not here. Oh man, this is dead silence. Oh, here we go. Really, not here? Cellar passage. Not here either. Alright, well... I was hoping to end on a much more, like, exciting note, but, like... Wait, hold on. This might be it. Yep, there we go. Hi there, buddy. Holy Trumpetor. Well, I don't know why I let that happen. Ow! Oh. Whoa! Doing my mother's bidding. Still. Yeets! it again like that. Ow. Alright, get wrecked, buddy! Ow! Oh god! Ow, 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 ow! Get wrecked! I was a little, what's a word over here?
Your work here is done.
I kind of did that a little brute forcey, I guess. Just a tiny bit brute forcey. Okay. Well then, I will end right there. Not the best way to end things, but